Hi friends, Sarah here with The Holy Mess. In this video, I would like to share with you a really quite personal story about how gratitude has changed my life. And I would like to invite you to join me in a gratitude challenge for the month of November. Every day during the month of November, I have a free Bible reading plan about gratitude. And I would love for you to come and join me and a whole group of Christian women as we study the ways that God is working in our life, especially when it comes to having thanksgiving and gratitude. So when you hear the word gratitude, what do you think of? Share in the comments. What do you think of when you hear the word gratitude? My first thought is Thanksgiving. I might think about Thanksgiving dinner when we gather around the table and talk about things that we're thankful for. What do you think of when you hear the word gratitude? Tell us in the comments. I think about thankfulness to God, that I'm grateful for the many blessings in my life, both big and small, things like my family, friends, my home, enough food to eat. This is really random, but I think about Oprah. I haven't watched Oprah in years and years, but back in the day, I used to watch the Rosie O'Donnell show and Oprah show when my kids were little and I was a stay-at-home mom. And that was really when I was first introduced to the concept of a gratitude practice, writing down things that you're grateful for every day. So what do you think of when you hear the word gratitude? Well, I want to tell you a, quite personal story about gratitude and something that I've been experiencing. Many of you have been following my story about my stomach. I've had ongoing stomach issues for the last 2 years and digestive problems, and I've been posting and sharing with you what I've been going through, all the different things I've been trying. I've seen 8 or 9 or 10 different doctors. I've had countless medical tests. I've been on so many different types of restrictive diets, elimination diet, low FODMAP diet, just so many different things. And about 6 months ago, I switched to a whole food plant-based diet, which was tremendous. I lost weight, which wasn't even necessarily my goal. I'm at the lowest weight I've ever been as an adult. It really helped my menopause symptoms and in many ways did help my digestive issues. And I saw some real improvement for about, 5 or 6 months, although they never went away. I still was having ongoing just heartburn and bloating and some different problems. Well, a few months ago, I continued with the whole food plant-based diet, but really started to go downhill again. I was having extreme fatigue, a lot more like stomach pain and problems digesting, and that continued. So I went back to the doctor, back to the nutritionist, back to more of the following the whole food plant-based, but even more restricted diet to see if we could figure out what was possibly triggering these symptoms. The symptoms continued to increase and got worse and worse to the point that over the last few months, I have had days where I really couldn't get out of bed. It took all of my strength to get up and go to the bathroom. I wasn't really able to function. I was barely working. I would just kind of prop myself up on the couch with my computer and do some work. I wasn't able to take care of my family. I wasn't able to take care of my kids. I had a month where I didn't go to church for the entire month, which for me is like, I don't think that's ever happened in my entire life. I was raised, if you're awake and you're breathing, you're going to church. So, and my husband's a pastor, so just very, very unusual for me. In addition to going back to my regular doctor and my GI doctor, I started seeing a functional medicine doctor. She ordered all kinds of tests and certainly discovered some things that were going on and some nutritional deficiencies. We didn't really know why, but we could tell that my digestion wasn't working to where I just wasn't digesting the food. Even though I was taking in very healthy, nutritious food, I wasn't digesting the nutrients. So I was really low on a lot of nutrients. So I started supplementing with a lot of those, but still really not getting better. And it got to a point a few weeks ago that I went to the emergency room because I was just in so much pain that my husband said, that's it, we can't, we've got to do something. So I got a few answers there. They did a CAT scan, and not to get too personal, but definitely some major constipation going on that I didn't realize. And over the course of time, we're still trying to figure this out. I don't have all the answers or all the solutions. I think I maybe know some of what's going on and have started to treat that. I will continue to get treatment from the GI doctor. I have more tests coming up. I will continue to get treatment from the functional medicine doctor, and I'm doing a little bit better, but it's been a struggle. This has been definitely one of the hardest times of my life. And I've been through some hard times, you guys. I have been through the death of both of my parents. I have parented extreme special needs children, extreme behavior needs. I've placed a child in residential treatment, which is something that no parent ever wants to do. I've had major surgeries, but I have never had pain like I have experienced in these last months, and never ongoing pain that just lasted for days and days, and never when we just didn't know why, so there was no end in sight. And we definitely know that there's a brain-gut connection, and a lot of people call the gut the second brain, and there's a mood connection with that as well. And so I was definitely experiencing, at the times when my gut was most flared up, it really impacted my mood. In fact, I still can tell when a flare-up is coming because my mood shifts. All of a sudden, it's like my world goes dark. Everything is difficult. Everything's more challenging. I tend to be a pretty optimistic person, maybe not so much by nature, but more by choice. Like I look at the world with positivity and enthusiasm, and it became just so incredibly hard to look at anything with enthusiasm. And so some of that is because I was sick and I was in pain and I didn't feel good, but I really believe a lot of it is whatever is going on with the brain-gut connection, that majorly impacts my mood. So that sets the stage for you. That tells you the story of everything that I've had going on for the last couple months. And like I said, I've come a long way. I think I'm starting to make some progress, starting to understand what might possibly be a diagnosis, and doing just a little bit better, although I'm definitely still dealing with these issues every day. But something that was very important to me during this whole entire time was a practice of gratitude. So those of you who follow me know that I'm an early morning riser. Even through all of this, I was getting up early, and so I get up usually at 4:30 every single day, and I have a little practice that I do. I get up, I have my morning routine, and that's my quiet time. That's my time for myself. I'm a busy mom with a big family and lots to do, and so that's my time for myself. I usually exercise during that time. And every day during that time, I do devotions and journaling. It doesn't take very long. It's relatively short, 10 or 15 minutes. I read a passage out of scripture. I write some different things. I have some positive Christian affirmations that I use, and declarations, you might call those. And one of the things I do during that time is a practice of gratitude. So every day I write down 5 things that I'm grateful for, big or small. And usually it's a variation. Sometimes it's something really big. During this time, many times I said how thankful I was for my husband's support. No matter what, he has been there for me. I get emotional just thinking about it. Just so supportive, has not left me, has taken care of the kids, does the dishes, does the laundry, does so much. So I'm so thankful for that. So thankful that God has continued to be with me. I'm so thankful for all of you. I'm thankful for a business where I can continue to work, even if that means it's from the couch. But then it's been important for me to express things I'm thankful for, even in the midst of the struggle. So sometimes on the worst of days, it was just that I could get up and I'm here. I'm still breathing. Sometimes it was, I have this rice today and I can eat this rice. Sometimes it was, thankful that my daughter helped out with making dinner. Sometimes it was thankful that I have a doctor's appointment coming up and that I'm able to get medical care. Sometimes it was thankful that today's pain is a little bit less than yesterday's pain was. So no matter what, every day I would write down 5 things I was grateful for, even in the midst of tremendous pain, even in the midst of not knowing, even in the midst of the stomach issues affecting my gut, to where it was greatly impacting my mood. It was so important for me to have this practice of gratitude. And that's what I would like to share with all of you during the month of November. Every day during the month of November, I invite you to be part of this free Bible reading plan. Each day, I've already chosen for us a Bible verse for us to read about gratitude and thanksgiving. And you can get this on my website, theholymess.com. If you just go to Google and type in holy mess, gratitude, this will come right up. You can print it off. It's completely free. And every day in November, we are going to read one of these verses together. But that's not all. I've created something else too. This is the 30-day Christian gratitude journal. And I developed this based on what helped me so much during this extremely difficult time of my life. I'm going to get emotional again. That it got me through. It kept me going. It kept me trusting God, believing in Jesus as my Savior, having this very simple, like I said, even though it's only 5 or 10 minutes, practice of gratitude changed everything for me. And I would like to share that with you because I know that you are going through struggles too. So as much as you feel comfortable, would you share something in the comments that you are struggling with right now? It could be something that's ongoing. Maybe it's something that you've been dealing with for years. Maybe it's financial struggles or relationship struggles. Maybe it's marriage struggles. Maybe it's you parent a special needs child, or you're caring for your aging parents. Maybe it's something critical right now. Maybe you have some crisis going on, like me, some medical issue that it seems like there's no end in sight. If you would share that in the comments, I will commit that I will pray for every single person who shares something in the comments underneath this video. I will pray for you and ask God to lift your burden. And I invite you to join me for this gratitude challenge and see how God will work in your life. Now, I want to show you this journal and the way that you can use it. And like I said, I developed this based on what helped me and got me through the last couple months that felt like they were unbearable. They truly did. So this is the journal. And this is what's included in the journal. I have a little baby picture of everything that's included. And then there's a tracker. So I am going to be using this journal with you in the month of November. I have a Bible study Facebook group, and that's really where I'm gonna post most of this. I'll post some of it on this the Holy Mess page too, but a lot of it will be there. So you use the journal. So every day that you do the journaling, you fill in a box. And then this is the Bible reading plan that's free for everyone. And then I also included it in the journal. I included a list of 75 blessings to be thankful for, because if there are ever days that you feel like you're just so overwhelmed by the challenges and difficulty of what you're going on in your life, you can come to this list. There's 75 things to be thankful for, big and small. Then I also included a list of 35 simple acts of gratitude, things that you can do to remind yourself of the things that you have to be thankful for, because we need to put our faith in action. We need to put our feet to our prayers. And so this is really small, simple ways to do that. So for example, compliment a stranger, call someone who is lonely, write something positive on social media, do a chore for a loved one without being asked. So my challenge for you is that every day in November, you do one thing each day that is a positive, intentional act to show God that you are grateful for the things He has done in your life. Okay, now this is my favorite part. This is the meat of this journal, and this is what I'm so excited about. So there are 30 pages that look like this. They are different designs, different colors, because I wanted to make it fun and pretty. But each day, you're going to fill out one of these pages. So it says Daily Gratitude Journal. You'll put the date. You'll mark if it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So this right here, okay, this is the heart of it. Today, I'm grateful to God for. You're going to list 5 things that you're grateful for that day. And this is what I'm sharing with you when I was going through all of these stomach problems and still am. This is what gets me through. It seems like such a little thing, but this is pivotal, to write 5 things you're grateful for every day. Can you do this in the month of November? I am challenging you right now. If you are willing to do this, in the comments, will you say, I'm in? Say that you're in. I am telling you that this makes such a difference. Then there's also a space for you to write the day's Bible verse, and remember that I've given you the Bible verse, so I've made it easy for you. Then the next box is joyful moments to remember. So that could be something from that day. It could be something from the day before. It could be something from a year ago. But looking back on the happy times, the thankful times, the joyful times, the good memories that you have helps when you're going through challenges today. Then the next box is for that act of gratitude. Remember that I'm challenging you to do something intentional every day. So you're going to write that in the box. Then there's another box where you write your prayer and then any other additional notes. So that's it. The whole entire thing will only probably take you 10 minutes at the most, but what an incredible impact this will have. I am telling you, if you do one of these pages every single day during the month of November, I guarantee you it will change your life. It will change your life. Having this type of gratitude is life-changing. And I lived it these last months. There were times I didn't know how I was going to get through, but having intentional gratitude and prayer and trusting God that I still don't see the end result. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if there's going to be a day a few months from now that I have no more stomach issues. That's what I continue to pray for. I'm trusting it. I'm believing it. I'm waiting for that miracle. I absolutely am. But until that happens, I'm trusting that God has a plan and that He is working this in my life for a reason. So this is the Christian Gratitude Journal, and I would love to have you join me for this gratitude challenge in the month of November. Will you join me? If you will, say that you're in the comments, and I can't wait to see you there. I'm Sarah with The Holy Mess. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye-bye.